Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you? Happy Monday.
It's Monday.
Girl, it's Monday. Listen, so tonight we are answering the question that a lot of people have asked how Michael and I met. So it's going to be a supersized Bedtime Bears. So, Mike, what are we doing? We are
Going long.
going long, as Michael likes to say, because he's a size queen. And so if you want to see the whole story, just go to click the YouTube link at the top of our profile.
Just gonna leave that alone right now.
And and you can hear the whole story about how we met. And thank you so much for your interest. And if you're not going to go to the YouTube page, thanks for just tuning in, and thanks for going to sleep with us. I just love that tagline, Queen. Thanks for going to sleep with us.
So anyway, how did we meet?
So we met. It's a horribly long story, so I apologize. I will try and make it very short and succinct, which is not easy since I love to talk. I had a crush on Michael for years before he even knew that I existed.
Didn't know he existed.
And I will put a picture of myself on my Instagram.
He was so not on my radar back then.
So you can all see exactly why Michael wanted nothing to do with me. Anyway, so I used to see Michael at the gym all the time.
Stalking me.
And I would see him walking up 8th Avenue, and I would see him everywhere. And I actually said to a friend of mine, I want to marry that guy. I just thought he was so hot and so beautiful. And
never saw him.
I would literally hide behind a pillar at the gym and watch him work out. One day he was over by the free weights doing bicep curls, so I ran right over and I stood next to him, and I can still see myself standing right next to him doing bicep curls like I wasn't even there. Didn't have a clue, right?
Didn't see him.
Years go by, and I had cut off all my hair, and I started working out, and I grew my back hair, and I grew my chest hair, and
I like a hairy man.
And I let my facial hair grow. I mean, the reason I looked like I did is because I was working in retail, so I was a retail queen. But then someone told me about the bear community, and I was intrigued, and the thought of never having to wax my back again was really appealing to me. So I became a bear, and I had some photographs taken, and someone told me about a website called Big Muscle Bears. And so I put some photos on Big Muscle Bears, and literally
I saw them.
The day after I opened my profile, Michael got in touch with me, and I was so shocked. And so Michael said that we should meet. So I went to his apartment, and we met a second time, and I told him that I had a big crush on him. Now, meanwhile, when I went to the first time, I was so nervous. I tripped on the way over there, and, when he opened the door, I couldn't believe it was him. And then the second time we met, we were chatting, and I said, I've had a crush on you for a long time. And he said, oh, well, maybe
I never saw you before.
And I said, well, I haven't really looked like this for very long. Because it was like 6 months that I had literally transformed myself from a retail queen to a big muscle bear. And so I wasn't used to looking that way, and he never saw me when I looked the other way. So he said, if you had a crush on me, then we should go out for a date. So we went out for Thai food on 8th Avenue. We went to Spice, I believe.
Spice.
And
Spice, not the new Spice.
And we have been inseparable ever since. So it's really like a dream come true for me, because I had, stalked him and wanted him for so long. And
Timothy's everything I would want in a man anyway, so... now that he's a muscle bear.
Mouthy bottom. There you go. That's what he
wanted.
Mouthy
is not the word.
That's what she wanted. And that's what she got. Anyway, it's a beautiful love story.
Beautiful love
And I will tell you quickly, I will tell you a story. The first time I cooked dinner for Michael, that's Bruno. Bruno, stop. The first time I cooked dinner for Michael, he came to my house, and I was cooking dinner, and I went into the living room to tell him that dinner was ready, and he was standing in my living room in his underwear, watching TV, scratching his balls, and I said, I can't believe you're in the middle of my living room scratching your balls in your underwear. I feel like I won the Make-A-Wish thing. For me, it was like I had lusted for this man for so long, and he was so comfortable in my house. Finally, I never thought I was going to see him. And
you don't let me get a word in.
Finally, nobody wants to hear from you. Finally, there he was in my living room in his underwear, and I was so happy. And it is literally a dream come true. We have as close to a fairy tale marriage as you can imagine. Without, reality gets in the way, but we have a pretty great marriage. We communicate all the time. Maybe a little too much for Michael. And I don't know. It's been great. It's been an amazing 10 years.
An amazing 10 years.
And our wedding anniversary is coming up next week. Right?
2 years.
And so that's it. So that's how we met, and we're still in love. And,
Still in love.
But now that we've been together 10 years, he's a pain in the ass. And I'm a pain in the ass, I'm sure. Am I a pain in the ass? I'm not a pain in the ass.
Not at all.
It's a real live
Not
marriage with drama and, yelling and screaming. And this is my impression of what marriage is after a couple years. What?
Huh?
What? I can't hear you.
Let's go.
I can't hear you.
Let's go.
So that's our marriage. It's a normal marriage. So thank you again for your interest in our love story. You got anything to say?
That's it.
Thanks for going to sleep with us.
Thanks for going
Keep
to sleep
those questions coming.
Questions.
We love it. We love it. We love it. We are the Bedtime Bears. Thanks for going to sleep with us. Good night.
Good night.